We rocking and we rolling. We might be rocking and rolling. What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Y'all know what time it is. Try to get to the bag as usual. Um, Let me see here. You know how we always start. We start with our system. So let's get to it. Today's the 16th. Let's review news. Monday we have nothing. Hold on. What's today? The 16th? 16th. Not too much going on, so it might not be no volume today. Higher time frame bias identified. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. All right, we're on the daily. We know we broke structure to the downside on the daily, so it created a lower high so far. We want to see price continue down. And if you notice anything new, I took off the, I took off the wicks of these candles so that on the lower time frame, it gets less confusing for me. That's the thing you guys can do as well, so you can see your true higher highs and higher lows. It helps out tremendously. So I'm keeping those off for now. So downtrend higher time frame bias 4 hour. You can see here. Make that a high, higher high. Equal high. And then price went broke structure. So price broke structure here on the downside on the 4 hour. And 4 hour is green for me. And then we can hop down on the 1 hour. And the 1 hour and the 4 hour pretty much share the same lows. The 1 hour is orange. So we know on the daily, price broke structure, did a correction. Now it's on its continuation phase. If it decides to continue, 4 hour price broke structure on a correction, 1 hour price broke structure on a correction. So we want to then go back here, identify the higher time frame. We marked up our levels, liquidity zones identified. Again, for me, that's just my target area, so I might change this so it doesn't confuse people. So I'm looking for a sell. So I'm looking for a breaker structure to the downside, but it continued to correct all the way back up there if it wants. So obviously target areas would be at this low here. And then depending on where we break structure, our stop will be above that. New Year session, yes. Context clear. Right now we're on a correction. See, we've been consistently making these lows during the indication mode part of it. This is on the 30-minute time frame. Then we started making higher lows. So you can see the break. If we were buying, you can see the break happen here. Let me hop down on 15. So 15, let's clean this up. So if we were buying, we would want to see, we got the breaker structure here. boom, we got a break structure on the 15. Price corrected, and then the buy would have been here. And then we aim for the 1 to 2. That happened Friday. So Friday, but we weren't looking for buys. That is going opposite of the current trend. And so now we are waiting for one of these higher lows to break, right? So right now, currently, we do have a lower high. We want to see this low break. And then we look for, they do inverse on trading, you forget. Yeah. But anyway, we want to see price break this step. Because now we have a lower high. And if we turn the wicks back on, clears up that noise. A lot of noise for no reason. So this helps you see the higher highs and higher lows, or vice versa. I logged into my broker's account. Yes, we are. Take this off. I didn't want the wicks off on here though. Let me try. See. That looks too bright. Alright, and let's hop back over. Complete this. Session clear, risk defined. Ocean state, I'm neutral, baby. We are good to go today. To our strategy entry checklist. As you can see, we left off with a no trade on Friday. Looking for a sell. The price make a clear indication on the 1 hour time frame. We'll go back to it. 1 hour time frame. There's our indication on the 1 hour. Yes, the price make a correction back to or near original indication. So we're back, kind of. Started making a correction back, so right there is the nearest. Do this. The price maker break especially on my 15-minute time frame in the direction of the higher time frame buy. So that's what we're waiting on. Right now, it's looking like it's doing it. We were looking for a setup for price to break it, come back, so we can get an entry. And have our stop here. And 1, 2 would be just below these lows, which would be perfect. So we might have something today, y'all. We might have something today. Let me go make some tea. Hold on. All right, we got that brewing up. We still rolling. Looking like we're getting a break here, which is good. Hopefully it comes back to us. Go to Wix on real quick, see something. Yeah. Market opens in 13 minutes. So we got this break right here. Hopefully market opens, we can get a tracement up. Price comes up like this. So we want to see this, and then entry around this area. Because we'll have a low. Once it breaks, it'll be our lower low. And then our lower high was already formed. This high did not break this, did not go higher than that high. So that's the lower high, lower low. Now we're just looking for price make a breaker structure. So yes. How was your weekend, man? How was your weekend? I was chill, relaxing. It rained all weekend, so that told me to slow down, chill out, and relax. Before that starts up, let's review on what a good setup looks like. Um, a good entry looks like. And hopefully this shows. I never opened this up on OBS. So here, again, that's what we're looking for. So we have an indication, correction. You see the steps down. Now we're breaking structure here. Made a higher low, broke structure again. Price came back down. We enter on our way back up, and boom. Another A entry. Indication here, correction. Price made a lower high here. Price made a lower low. We actually took this trade and we waited for price to come back to. And then as soon as price started coming back down, because we already had a lower high form, we were comfortable with taking that sell. We hit a ratio of 2 on that one. And then this is just me showing what I just showed recently. This happened this past Friday. If we were in buys, you see steps down, break a structure here, higher low form here, price came back, entry here on the close, confirming this higher low, and then ratio of 1 to 2. See if I have anything else. It's the same. Oh, different day, different setup. Got your indication. We got the correction on down. Steps gonna keep going down. We made a higher low here first. We made a higher low, which is another good indication. Then we broke this high right here with this candle. Price came back down, and then we entered on the way up. Ratio of 1 to 2 was hit the same day, the same session. This would be an entry B. We have our entry indication from the 1 hour, our correction, and as you can see, the steps down. Then we break structure here on these candles right here. Price comes back, lingers around, and then on the way up, entry B. Reason why this would be entry B because this higher low was formed on the same move because this was market open at 9:30. So entry B is just entering above the original indication. Normally with the candle close, but this happened market open, so it happened so fast. And that's it, y'all. So I don't really take many entry Bs, but entry A's are always the A plus setup. All right, price has broken structure. So what I'm going to do is make this red. We made a lower high. interest. So now we just wait, see what market open does. If it takes off without us, so be it. Let's look at OG Euro USD. This is where I started. Got the 4 hour. Take this indication up on the 4 hour. Just doing this correction. 1 hour. Breaking down. So on the 1 hour corrects. So that's why I have this above here, because I'm looking to take a buy potentially as soon as the market. So on the 4 hour, this is the indication correction, right? So now on the 1 hour, we're going down. We're on that 4 hour correction. So what we want to see is, say like this is if this could be the start of a higher low. On the 1 hour, and we want to see a break of structure. I want to see this break here. So now we got an indication on the 1 hour. Now we start looking for potential buys when that happens. So I will put an alarm here. I'm going to put that indication. And we'll say that. But this doesn't necessarily have to be the higher low on the 1 hour. I'm just marking it up because it could still continue down. But that's where we're at right now with that. So, all right, back here. 15, 30 still looking the same, 15. So got that breakdown. Hopefully she don't melt on us. Even if she does, oh well. We are aiming for, we got 2 more weeks for this month. I'm aiming for at least 20% to get everything that we lost back. But let's see what the market gives us. At least 20% for the end of the month. At least. We can do it, y'all. We can do it. Oh, see. Mm-hmm. So again, we got that breaker structure on the 15-minute time frame in the direction of the higher time frame. So that's the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Yes and yes. And so now we're just waiting on if sell, the price make a lower low and a lower high. So we know we have a lower high. Because this high is lower than that high. We're creating a lower low. And then for our entry, we want to see price come up to or near and then catch it on the way down. Or you can be risque. Nah, don't be risky. Let me not even throw that idea out there. But this was the perfect transition and setup to watch here. Very, like, this is like the ideal setup right here. Break, price comes back under, and price goes back over. You could wait till it closes, or you can get in as soon as it crosses back over. I try not to be too I used to always try to get perfect entries, but once we get that higher high, we confirm that this is a higher low, and we get the break back above it. Well, you can enter. As long as your stop is in a good place. So for this one, you can have your stop under here or under here. And then this is where the wicks do come into play. So if I turn the wick back on, yeah, you'll probably want to have your stop under here because it wicked all the way down here. All right, 9:30 market open. Make sure we're set up here. And keep it here. And then and so we don't want to see this get broken. That's why we have our stop there, because price should not actually, it could come all the way up to there and still come down, but we don't want to see anything go way beyond it, you know, because then we know price is not doing what we want it to do, so we do not enter. 9:30. No real news today that we seen. So volume might be a little low. As you can see, the 9:30 candle is not doing much of nothing. Get rid of this. Right, break the structure. Delete all this. So if it goes without us, then it's just not our setup. We have all week to look for a setup. Not rushing it. It's a good observation regardless. Practice, tape reading, actual price action. And this 15-minute candle did nothing. Nothing so far. Now she trying to spread her wings. Now she trying to spread her wings out. While that does that, I'm going to take this out because I want to eliminate emotions, especially around entry moments. So I'm just going to keep this. Put it here. And then yeah, see. So, there. That works. Look like she might go without it, y'all. And we still in. That's only 15 minutes in, so 10 minutes, I should say. We need the bus to come back for us, y'all. The bus doesn't come back, we just ain't on that trip. I've decided to no longer look at gold. This personality really doesn't match with mine, so it just moves when it seems like it moves when it wants, like in session, out of session, consolidates a lot. I don't like that. You have to have patience with gold. When it moves, it moves. All right, that candle closes in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. And she is pushing down, y'all. We do not FOMO into this trade. That is a beginner's mistake. We do not FOMO into this trade. Especially if this price coming all the way down to the target already. It's a wrap for that trade. Nice little push though. Nice little push. We still rolling. Still rolling. Not like trading. I can't move this up the way I want to, but it's all right. This is just for entries. Let's see on the 5-minute pre-market. You can see that transition take place again on the 5-minute. You might not get in. So I want to show it on the 5-minute. This works in all time frames. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Boom, you see price start to break down. Boom, breaks down, comes near. Boom. That's pre-market. Entry would have been, I would have did on this candle, stop above here. But the lower the time frame, the less trustworthy it is. So that's why I do 15-minute and above. 5-minute I used to do for scalping. And so she is melting. She is melting and doesn't want us to join the pod. So we might not get a trade. Still early. We'll see if 10 o'clock it starts going back up. Same thing on the lower time frames. You got an indication. Need that correction. 10 in order to get our continuation. And I should have that on here. I don't know why it's not on here. What happened to it? One indication. 2 correction. 3 continuation. You keep that up there. So y'all know what we do. Pretty much at a 1-to-1 already. The waiting game. The waiting game, yeah. My sister's birthday is next week. I don't count this off yet. Other slow motion. There you go. We got lower eye. We're waiting for that lower low to form so we can mark this off. Once we get this marked off, we have our lower low and our lower high. Now all we're just seeing is our risk defined, and we enter when we feel comfortable entering. When that candle closes, we'll have a lower low. Let's see, that's the 1 to 2, the 1 to 40 right here. Let's see what that looks like. On 6, gotta be love. Gotta be love. Got 3 more minutes on this candle right here. It's a long week too. Patience, graça, pá. All right, we are slowly. Miss Shirley 10 o'clock already. Okay, so it's the new candle. Don't you care about me anymore? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Ooh. Oh, it's supposed to be like 70s in the 70s this week, which is good. Sorry, it's cold. Yeah, so upper 60s, 70s, rain, possible Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, y'all. Let's see, go up a little bit more. See, our perfect setup would be this candle closes above it, and then we get some type of engulfing right after it. And that would be perfect. Something like this one over here. Minus all the dang wick action. And this move happened Friday around the same time, actually. Entry was over here, 10 a.m. Time is it? 10 a.m. over here. All right, what we got? What we got? What we got? Almost what we need to see. Almost what we need to see. About 8 more minutes on this candle. See how dig it wants to dig, or how deep it wants to dig. At 1 to 6 would be love, bruh. But as far as Tuesday, got some Wednesday, Thursday, unemployment claims 8:30. Friday, red news at 8:30. PMI, I'm not worried about. Okay. Mm. More minutes on this candle here. stop. Still have to be here. Trying to see if this candle closes bearish. Should I enter? Hit our area, our breaker structure already. Late entry. All right, I'm going to enter. We'll be at 10%. Slightly below. Oh, I should say. All right, that looks good. That looks good. So entry was here, y'all. All right. Stop loss is right above that. And TP is below this low. It's about 20% right there for 1 and 2. I would like it to come over, but so we might experience some drawdown if this puppy isn't bearish. So it enter as soon as we tap it. It is what it is. We have our stop in place. 1 to 2 hopefully, which is below this very low wick. And we have 2 hours to try to get there. Meantime, I gotta go to the restaurant. Where we at? 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 See if we can maybe a 1 to 3. We might not do it. We gonna see. Let's do just at this low. That's not even a two. Two is there. Boy, lips is dry. Wow, lips is dry. Mm, 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 mm. On the hour. Does break this low, and this area is nice as well. This low. Here's low. I'll keep it blue. I like it blue. Obviously that low. That will give 1 to 3 will be right in the midst of all of that. I wish there was kind of some news, to be honest with you, so we can get a little more quickness out of this, but take what we can get. And so if it breaks this low, then this is a lower high as well. We'll get there when we get there. Let's alert. Because there's like a 1-1. Actually, let me take this alert off. Because with the free, you only get 2 alerts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put 1. And we'll enter on Trading View. just for so we can have our stop loss. If you hesitate, go ahead, go down like you was this morning. Now you want to hesitate. All right, it's 10:27. I don't think I'm going to sit and watch this, y'all. So we've already entered. We have our stopping place. We have a 1-to-1, a little over 1-to-1 when it reaches this low right here. That's when I'll decide if I want to take profit, but I'll actually want at least a 1 to 2, which is, oops, that's not. At least here. That shows me you broke the low. And in 1 hour, we got all these wicks here. We got this big long wick here. So I'm anticipating it taking that out and continuing lower. On the 4-hour time frame, we want to see it take out this low. We have that blue marker. And on the daily, we do have some equal lows here, so it could be heading towards that. So I'm not gonna sit here and watch this because we don't have any news. And I don't want emotions to creep in or me to overmanage, micromanage. So I'll leave it here on this video and I'll post any results, loop, a loss or a win by the end of this session and see where we're at. All right. All right. So I think that's it for me right now. We are entered. Now we just wait. This is where you take your hands off the wheel and wait. Be patient. Don't overthink. Don't have too many thoughts. And set your TB and stop loss and do your thing. I need to work out anyway, so if you're tuned in, if you have tuned in, I appreciate it. I do try to get on every day, even if it's not a trade, to show you why it's a no trade day. I've shown my losses live and my wins. So we giving you the pure, honest truth, unfiltered, live and direct over here. So, but that's it, y'all. I'm out.